Hi guys, this is Mr. Owens from the guidance office, and I am presenting specifically to current 10th and 11th graders to remind you of how to plan your 11th and 12th grade years. We're now entering that timeline to start that process. So up on my screen, I do have the scheduling timeline, and so I do want to go over that real quick. And then I'm going to show you abbreviated samples of the Google form that we are going to ask everybody to do. So obviously, because I'm talking to two different grade levels, the information is not fully identical, but similar. And obviously, even though you're planning for your junior year, those of you planning for your junior year, it's also important to start thinking about your senior year as well. So I think this will work out fine. Please note that the Google Plane form is our initial piece of this. Now, I do highly encourage that you also talk to your teachers prior to making your plan. You have about a week and a half to get that done. And then also, I'll go to one other screen real quick. Look over our website scheduling resources so you can see copies of videos here. Some of this is still in progress, but it will be fully up to date very shortly. You can see the full list of courses. You can see, you can get to the Pathfinder there, and you can read about courses. So anyway, that's all there. Really important way. Don't put any courses on plan unless you've kind of checked into them and read about them and understand what they're about and stuff. And so we'll send out a link to the Google plan, and then we will ask you to submit it. You can't do anything wrong with the plan. It's just a tentative plan. I know some of you, especially now upperclassmen years, will have questions about your planning. You will be meeting with your counselor. You just will do it after you've made your initial plan. So that's a really important reminder. Don't just sit back and say, I'll do it with my counselor. Keep in mind, we each have several hundred students. We're going to see every student early second semester. But the students who have made no plan will be seen last and may have less time. So do a Google form the best you can, tentatively what you're thinking that you want for next year and need. And then also the good thing about that is you'll get a copy of that as well as your parent, and then your counselor will have a copy of that too. So we'll send a copy of that. Power School opens, that's the next step. Power School opens early second semester, and we'll send out information and reminders and video about how to enter your courses into Power School. Again, we ask you to do that on your own prior to meeting with your counselor. Do it the best you can, get something entered, and then as you meet with your counselor, we will answer any questions you have and make any changes that we need to. So again, you have about a week and a half to get your Power School courses entered. Those are a little bit more your official plans, which can be different from your original Google plan. And then it'll take us a couple months to meet with every student, but we will do that. You'll have one more chance in late March to review your requests and basically confirm them at that point, and then you can still make changes up until May 1st. After that, very few changes. We're actually tightening it up this year. You can't just be emailing us for the next 2 months after May asking about various changes. We will still allow you to level change in some very specific courses. Those are laid out in the Pathfinder, and those would not take place until after you've already tried your schedule after the school year started. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to have the junior Google form up. Again, all grade levels will receive this link to do this form, but I'm going to remind you how to do this. So I'm going to just kind of do an abbreviated version of both juniors and seniors here. So all students will enter first name, last name. Please enter your Power School first name and your Power School last name. If you do these backwards, it really screws up my sorting, and it's possible you will not receive the correct information or somebody else will receive yours. So please put first name, last name, whatever in Power School. We will be collecting emails. That's a good way to verify, but it's so much easier if you will put your correct name in the right order there. You can put your student ID. That's also helpful as a backup verification that we have the right person. Your SMART teacher, the diploma goal that you think you're going for. Again, some of you might be going for more than one, so you can put that here as well. What your likely plan is for after graduation, any career goal that you currently have, grad pathway that you are on track for or planning for, and you can see all those different options there. And then your reminder, your grad pathway can be fulfilled with these things too. So getting an honors diploma, an SAT score, taking dual credit AP courses. So just look over that and select those things that will give your counselor some information. This link will actually take you right into the Pathfinder, so you can quickly go in and review courses there. Here's a quick summary of the graduation requirements for the standard core diploma, and then some add-ons if you're going for an honors diploma. This is a copy of the new list of courses tentatively planned for next year. And moving on down, you can actually now start making selections. Again, this will look slightly different between the junior and senior one. So I'll first show the junior one, and then I'll show you some of the changes or the differences with the senior class. So juniors are still going to pick in English. So again, the way this is set up, selection 1 is English, fall semester. And then still selection 1, English, spring semester. So these should be the same thing if you're taking a full year course, which generally English is going to be. Seniors, it can vary a little bit more, but if you're taking AP English, for example, I'm not in a review screen, make sure you select the same thing down here. Don't put two different things. It's the same class taking it all year. Okay, and then you'll go down to U.S. History. Same thing, you're going to pick fall semester, spring semester, should be the same class. Okay, so if you're taking U.S. History, put it here in both. If you're taking CHAP or DCUSH, you would put the same fall selection and the spring selection. Go down to math is selection 3. All juniors are still going to have math, and many seniors will as well. So again, make your selection for class 3 for math, fall, and spring. The one variation that you could be for juniors is if you're in an out-of-sequence course, then that could change the one that you're in next year. That shouldn't be too many of you. Again, pick something there. Generally, those are going to match fall and spring. And then your counselor will help if you have anything that you have a question about. And then juniors, you're definitely going to still have a science. Seniors, that you may or may not. But again, check your fall one, check your spring one. If you're taking more than one science, then you can add those in to the below courses. But this box will let you pick one science. And then we go to class 5. Now it becomes open, so you can type in. You'll note if you're interested in Area 31, you would just type in Area 31, and that finishes your schedule for both fall and spring. Other options here might be one of your world language classes, another science, one of your other career-based courses, PE, fine arts, all kinds of stuff. So if it's a full-year class, just make sure you list it both fall and spring. If it's a half-year course, like maybe you're taking a half, one semester of art and one semester of phys ed or social studies, then you would put those in that way. So put in class 6, put in class 7, fall and spring, put in a few alternates. Again, alternates are some extra courses, not things you've already listed, but that might be something you thought about taking but didn't. Did I review my plan? Hopefully you did. Click yes. Don't lie on that. And because we do want your parents involved in the process, and then list your parents' name. And then you'll click submit at the bottom. And then I'm going to real quickly also show you a senior planning form. All the same things. Please list first name, last name in the correct order, whatever is officially your name in PowerSchool. And then all the same things are listed here. So I'm going to kind of skim down. Seniors, the main difference is you don't have as many drop-down selections. So you have an English to select, and some of these are one semester only. So for example, if you're picking IU composition, it's one semester. So for your other semester of English, it would be a different one semester course. So like, for example, English comp up here would be maybe matched with speech or literature or film literature or one of the other one semester courses. So if you're taking a full year course, put it here, put the same one here. If you're taking a one semester course, make sure you pick a different one semester course for your other English selection. And then the only other drop down for seniors is social studies. So you'll select government and econ. If you might be taking it over the summer, you can select other there. And again, that will count as a selection on your Google form, but it will need to be replaced with something different in your plan. So government econ, and then the rest seniors, these are all fill-ins. So could be other college prep courses, other dual credit courses, other courses of interest. Same thing if you're interested in Area 31, that would fill in class 5, 6, 7. If you're interested in education professions, that's a senior-only program, that would fill in class 5, 6, and 7. And then seniors also can do internship, which would fill in class 6, 7, and that would generally be that you were leaving early to go to a work or career-based experience. I did forget to mention juniors. You can actually select internship now as a single period class, so that might be something you'll take a look at as well. We're currently building out in the building internship options, and departments, various departments will have those options available. It will look maybe a little bit like a TA position, but a little bit more specific stuff that you'll be doing. So anyway, that's it. So again, make sure you submit at the bottom for these. I don't show the submit button on mine, but there is a submit button at the bottom here, and make sure you do that to complete these. So all right, so do these as they come out. Reminder that counselors will be meeting with you again. Again, it's really a kind of a three-step process. Do a Google form in December, do your Power School entries in January, and then your counselor will meet with you and review everything then at that point. So all good. We'll work with you every step of the way. So we will be in touch soon. Thanks for your attention.